Overthinking is a mental hellscape you built yourself, and now you're just vibing in it like a sicko. You're not solving anything. You're just pacing around the same 3 thoughts like they're priceless artifacts. You've replayed the conversation, you've restructured the argument, you've time traveled to 5 hypothetical futures, and still somehow forgot to answer the actual text. This isn't introspection. This is rumination, your brain's favorite fake productivity tool. It makes you feel like you're getting somewhere, when really, you're just doing laps in the world's most emotionally exhausting hallway. Overthinking happens when your brain confuses analyzing with controlling. Something went wrong, or could go wrong, or did go medium wrong once, and now your nervous system has decided to keep the file open forever, just in case. And you keep rereading the file like it's going to change. Then comes the sequel, meta-rumination, aka overthinking about the fact that you're overthinking. You're not just anxious. Now you're mad at yourself for being anxious. Welcome to the loop. Population, you, your inner critic, and a fight-or-flight system that thinks replying no worries too fast is a threat to your survival. What's wild is that your brain thinks this is helpful. It evolved to scan for danger, right? But when there's no bear in the woods, it makes up emotional ones. What if they're mad at me? What if I said the wrong thing? What if I'm annoying and no one's told me yet? You're not broken. Your brain is just too good at its job, and that job is threat detection, not peace. So instead of solving problems, it starts generating new ones, just to feel useful. Overthinking isn't clarity. It's a full-time fear machine dressed up as self-awareness, and it's burning through your mental energy like it's free. Overthinking feels awful. So why can't you stop? Because your brain likes it, not consciously. Your conscious mind is crying in the shower, but neurologically, it's getting rewarded every time you spiral. Here's how it works. Every time you figure something out, your brain gives you a hit of dopamine, that little aha moment. Even if it's just a new angle on something that happened 3 days ago, boom, tiny reward. So you keep going, keep analyzing, keep spinning. You're not solving, you're chasing the next microfix of certainty. This turns overthinking into a dopamine slot machine. One more thought, one more angle, one more possible scenario where you finally get closure or finally say the perfect thing in that imaginary argument you keep rerunning. You didn't grow, you just did 3 laps around a hypothetical, and now your brain's setting off fireworks like it accomplished something. Meanwhile, nothing's actually changed. You still haven't responded to the text, you still don't know what you're going to say tomorrow. But now you're tired, overstimulated, and emotionally dehydrated. This is the illusion of control in action. Your brain associates thinking with power, so when things feel uncertain, it doubles down. You're not scared of the outcome. You're scared of not fully understanding it, and if you just keep thinking, maybe you'll win. Spoiler, you won't. There's no prize. There's just more thinking. Overthinking tricks you into thinking it's the responsible thing to do. Like, if you obsess hard enough, you'll prevent pain, or dodge embarrassment, or finally be able to stop regretting that slightly offensive joke you said. You're not cautious. You're just overcommitted to mentally time traveling through every possible failure and calling it being prepared. Your brain isn't giving you clarity. It's giving you comfort theater and charging full price for admission. Eventually, overthinking stops being active. It just becomes your default setting. You're not solving problems. You're just collecting possibilities like some kind of emotional hoarder. You've got plans A through Z, all of which contradict each other, none of which you've acted on. But you're still in there. Tweaking variables like this is a simulation, and you're one spreadsheet away from inner peace. Welcome to analysis paralysis. The elegant way of saying your brain has been so busy weighing your options, it forgot how to move. You're stuck, frozen, too informed to act, too anxious to decide. And the longer you stay here, the worse it gets. Because the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain in charge of logic, decisions, and weighing consequences, has a stamina bar. And once it's drained, you can't even pick between what to watch on Netflix without spiraling into an identity crisis. This is decision fatigue, and it hits hardest when you overthink everything, from relationships to lunch orders. You used to be decisive. Now you're Googling how to know if you made the right choice 5 minutes after making it. And let's be real, it's not because the decisions are that big, it's because you've told your brain that certainty is required before you act. You trained it to believe that discomfort equals danger, so now it waits, obsessively, until the threat is gone, even if the threat is just saying the wrong emoji in a text. At this point, you're not even anxious. You're mentally fogged out, emotionally stuck in a traffic jam where every thought honks at the others and nothing moves. Overthinking doesn't make you wise, it just makes you tired, indecisive, and narratively confused about what your actual goal was. You're not researching, you're stalling, and your nervous system is too fried to tell the difference. If I just think about this a little longer, I'll feel better. You won't, because overthinking doesn't solve problems, it sells you the illusion of preparation. But the truth is, you're not looking for answers. You're looking for relief, and every time you go over it one more time, you're not getting closer to peace. You're just getting more attached to the idea that thinking harder equals feeling safer. It doesn't. You're not chasing insight. You're chasing cognitive closure, that feeling of finality your brain never got. But some problems don't give you closure, they give you consequences. And you deal with them by acting, not by mentally reenacting them like an emotional courtroom drama. The fix isn't clarity, it's movement. Go on the walk, send the message, make the choice. Let it be awkward, let it be incomplete. Confidence comes after action, not before. And peace? Peace comes comes when you decide you're done buying more thoughts. Because that's what overthinking really is, a form of mental consumerism. Your brain keeps offering you one more scenario, like a bad salesman who won't leave. But you already have enough data. You already know what you're avoiding. You don't need more reflection. You need a cutoff point, a moment where you say, I've hurt myself enough over things I can't edit anymore. Because overthinking won't save you, it won't protect you, and it definitely won't change what already happened. It'll just convince you there's more to fix, when all you really needed was to stop looking, stand up, and move on.